Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, I have the Vice President of RSR Materials with me because I wanted to find out why he decided to get into porcelain and talk about it from his point of view. Dean, thank you so much for joining me.
Skylar.
I appreciate it. He's the boss. Why porcelain?
So, when I first learned porcelain existed, this is probably 8-10 years ago, I was intrigued. Here's a new product on the market, different than kind of what everybody else has.
Okay.
Concrete pavers is the thing everybody's done, natural stone. So I was intrigued. A couple of years ago, I got a call from a brand of porcelain that wanted me to wholesale their porcelain.
Right.
At that point, we weren't really in that stage where I wanted to bring on a new product, but my curiosities perked up a little bit.
Right.
And so I started doing research. I found hardscape.com, exterior porcelain pavers. And I mean, the rest is history. Obviously, we brought you on. This product speaks for itself. There's nothing on the market like it. And as you know, with everything that we do, it's all about quality.
Right.
I won't bring on a product unless I know it's the best in the industry because I don't want to stand behind something that's not perfect. So I saw this and I said, let's give it a shot.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of porcelain that's out there. You guys are going to see some on display. So it leads me to ask my next question. Why this porcelain specifically, right? Like, what is the reason why hardscape.com stands out from the rest of the porcelain that's out there?
So as I research porcelain, like I do everything that we bring on, which new products coming by the way, I learned very quickly that the manufacturing process has a lot to do with the quality of the porcelain.
Right.
Skylar talks about it in every video. Obviously, I watch them all. Maybe I'm not in them, but I love to watch them. I think this guy's doing a great job.
Thank you.
But we learned very quickly that the manufacturing process matters, just like it does with concrete pavers. Hardscape.com is the only brand in the world that manufactures strictly outdoor porcelain. Why does that matter? Because if you specialize in just one thing, you're better at that one thing than everybody else is, traditionally. Well, with my research, I learned that that's the case undoubtedly. This product is cooked longer, it's rectified, which means that it's saw cut to size. They don't cook it just to the size, except for their 6x12s with spacer bars, because in order to have the spacer bars, it can't be a rectified product. You can't saw cut that, it's gotta be cooked like that.
Right.
But these are all things that during my research, I realized, holy crap, this company knows what they're doing.
Right.
So that's why this particular brand.
Absolutely. And I often relate porcelain to the iPhone, right? I feel like other pavers, other options, because of vast majority of benefits that you're gonna get out of it. I mean, look, I talk to homeowners all the time. They want something that's not gonna slip, obviously. They want something that's not gonna overheat. They want something that's gonna be a lower maintenance product. And that's why I'm actually fired up and I'm excited. Hey, listen, I'm enthusiastic about it because at the end of the day, if we can provide New York area a better solution to pavers moving forward, it's something worth researching on your own. And you may have to do a little bit of the digging, but you have my number on screen. Call me, ask me any questions that you can for the porcelain pavers because it's gonna be the better option overall for sure. So Dean, we are now providing it for all of New York. What's our reach? What's the outskirts of the territory that we're providing for constantly?
Okay, so right now our main area would be anywhere in Long Island, the 5 boroughs, obviously including Staten Island, Westchester, northern, even more north of Westchester.
Yes.
Rockland we have a little bit of access to as well. But the benefit to the world we live in today is trucking is not hard to come by.
Right.
So we really can cover anywhere in New York, upstate, downstate, it doesn't matter. Parts of Connecticut, earlier parts of Connecticut typically.
Yes.
We try not to go too far into Connecticut because it gets a little bit complicated. But yeah, coverage is not an issue. Anywhere in the state of New York, you want our product, you know who to call.
And he, like he said earlier, he hired me on to be on the road, to really get in front of projects. Listen, if you have a project and you're interested and you want me to drop off sample chips to you, I'm more than happy to do so. I'll walk you through the entire process from the beginning stages of installation to the actual product itself, all the way down to selecting the color that matches the project perfectly for you. And we're happy to drop that off at your doorstep and give you that white glove service. Anything else you want to add, Dean?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to do a special highlight. Skylar talks about it in every video, but when we first brought this porcelain on, we did not have the 2 bluestone colors that we have. So we brought this on not knowing just how great it was going to be.
Right.
Shortly after we took it on, we got access to the 2 bluestone colors, our Pietra Blue and our Pietra Spicata.
Yes.
Those are our top sellers. Those are the bread and butter. Easiest product to replace is natural stone because natural stone's expensive and it doesn't last very long with shaling and chipping and cracking and fading and staining, and I mean you could go on forever.
Just every aspect.
So the 2 bluestone colors, Pietra Spicata, Pietra Blue, those are going to be the go-to. Show your customers, show your family, and when you see this installed, I mean, I was shocked. The first time I laid eyes, that first job that the one that Skylar goes, in every video he highlights, when I walked onto that job, I was astonished because that was our first Pietra Blue job. Skylar had told me, wait until you see this installed, and I was like, yeah, it's going to look like porcelain. It doesn't. I mean, it's really incredible. Right. I can't say enough about it. I'm so glad that we found this product and that we were able to bring it to New York.
Exactly. And I think one of the other aspects that we have, coping was a big thing when we started doing this, right? That was like the follow-up question. What have we done as far as a coping solution for those who want to have that matching color to the porcelain they select?
So I'm glad you asked that, because the amount of effort that went into the porcelain solution, I mean, I think I had Skylar running around for months. Find me a fabricator that can cut this, you know, because you were getting cuts and it would just have chips along the edges. And it's like, even the manufacturers, like, our porcelain cuts smoother than every other porcelain. So I'm like, maybe it's just not possible. Well, Skylar did it. He found a fabricator who cuts our product just perfectly. Almost no seam. You really, once it's installed on the job, you really can't even tell it's a fabricated piece. Obviously, when you're looking at it not installed, you can see from the side that this isn't a piece of natural bluestone, but you wouldn't know the difference. Right. We've done it in multiple colors now. We've done jobs all the way out east in the Hamptons. We've done jobs all the way up after Westchester. Yeah. The fabrication has become a big thing. It's a little costly, but when you think about it, you're paying a little bit more than you would for a natural bluestone. Natural bluestone, you know, can range anywhere from $20 to $25 a foot. Yes. The fabrication might be somewhere between 30 and 35, could be 40, depends how custom it gets. But you have a piece now that's going to last forever. It's not going to fade, it's not going to shale, it's not going to stain. So you're accomplishing everything that you wanted to, and you're doing it with a product that you know is going to last.
100%. I mean, we have everything in stock. Just to wrap things on, we're going to land this plane. We have everything in stock, readily available to go. We have all the dealer locations that we service. They get the material out in a couple of days. They'll get it out to you soon after that. And of course, if you have any other questions, I'm more than happy to do so. Dean, anything else?
That's all I got.
I appreciate it, man.
Skylar,
thank you so much. All right.